And we are back with another video finally. You guys must be thinking I'm dead, but I'm not, I've been busy with studies and I have another channel that I recently started. So, I've been busy here and there, but, finally back on this channel. Today we're going to be watching why things are creepy. So you guys going to be like, you guys going to call me weird or stupid, or dumb, but I don't even think I have ever saw a Vsauce video, this guy Vsauce. And I might have seen his shorts, but I don't remember watching his videos. I don't know why I was never interested. But today we're gonna watch Vsauce, and it popped up on my screen, and I was pretty interested. So it says, "Why are things creepy?" So get your popcorns. I think it's gonna be really interesting video. And without wasting any time, let's get into the video.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Fear gives us life. Being afraid of the right things kept our ancestors alive. It makes sense to be afraid of poisonous insects or hungry tigers. But what about fear when there is no clear and obvious danger? For instance, a teddy bear with a full set of human teeth.
Yo, what in the world is that? What in the world is that? It looks like a dentist, or the gloves and all that look like dentists. They probably did that on purpose, but that is creepy. That is creepy.
Or a smile.jpg. There's something a little off about these images. Too much mystery and strangeness. But no obvious threat, the way there is with a gun or a falling rock. But yet they still incite fear because they are creepy.
It is.
Why? What gives us the creeps? What causes something to be creepy?
Like he's looking creepy right now, the way he's looking. Like I think majority, I would say the colors defines a lot, and the darkness explains and speaks a lot, and there's a lot of things actually.
We are now in my bedroom, the bedroom I grew up in Kansas. Like a lot of children my age, I was terrified of scary stories to tell in the dark. But the very first book that ever scared me was The Curse of the Squirrel. To this day, I still haven't finished the book, but that's just me. Psychologist James Geer developed the Fear Survey Schedule 2, which he used to find out what scared us the most. Combined with the results of a more recent Gallup poll, these are the things that scare the most.
What is that? Suffocating, failing a test, looking foolish, terrorist attack, spiders, war, making mistake, the future being alone, snakes, nuclear war. I mean, they explain a lot. A lot of them are related to death. A lot of them are related to you being getting attacked, or hurt. And a lot of them are being lonely, That's what I'm saying. Like lonely, skating, looking foolish, and like all the negative stuff, basically.
Of us the most. All of these things are scary, but are they creepy? Let's get more specific. I love the way Stephen King delineates 3 types of scary stuff. The first is the gross out. This is something disgusting, morbid, diseased. The second is horror. Horror to King is the unnatural, a giant spider, or being grabbed in the dark when you thought you were alone.
Ooh.
The third,
That's scary.
terror, is different, creepier. He says terror is coming home to find that everything that you own has been replaced with an exact copy. Terror is feeling something behind you, its breath on your neck, knowing that you will be grabbed, but then turning around to find that there was never anything there in the first place. Not a lot of research has been done on that feeling, the creeps, but many theories and ideas involve vagueness, ambiguity. For instance, masks and why clowns are creepy. Claude Lévi-Strauss wrote that the facial disguise temporarily eliminates from social intercourse the part of the body which reveals
because I usually the way what I think, because we are so used to see the human face the way it is, like everything in its regular place, and then you see something which is deformed, something unnatural, irregular, something like darkness, colors on your face, and deformed nose or mouth and eyes. I think that what makes you give you creep because you're not used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not actually used to it because all your life you've been seeing something which is pretty ordinary, pretty regular, but then suddenly you see something which is not ordinary. That gives you creeps because you're like, whoa, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's all related to psychology.
Personal feelings and attitudes. Part of the reason even a neutral or happy mask can be creepy may have to do
Mm-hmm.
with ambiguity. A mask hides the true emotions and
Mm-hmm.
intentions of the person underneath. I don't know if the person wearing that mask is a threat or not. Vagueness is creepy when it comes to the human form. This is the famous uncanny valley. On a chart of humanness,
I'm pausing the video a lot, but there's a lot of things popping up in my head. Like it's the same thing. Like let's say a dog have a human face. Just imagine a dog with a human face. Like imagine a human face on a dog, same hair, eyes, and all that, and it's just staring at you from far distance in the night. That's gonna give you creeps. Why? Because that's something that you're watching right now is unordinary, right? Because you're not used to see the dog with a human face on it. You all the time you've seen dogs with cute and then big eyes, and like I, I don't know how am I gonna explain it. I always get lost with the specific words. I need to I need to step up my vocabulary. Anyway,
there's a zone where something can be almost entirely human, but off by just a little. Not so
oh,
wrong
that's
that it's
creepy. Look at
clearly
that.
fake or funny, or so good that it's indistinguishable. Instead, it's just troubling.
Looks like Michael Jackson.
The creepiness of the uncanny valley is wonderfully demonstrated by John Bergeron's Singing Androids. Watch these videos when you're alone. A similar uneasy feeling comes from Shay St. John, a character created by Eric Fournier, funny to some, nightmare fuel to others. Uncanny humanoids, like all creepy things, straddle a line between two regions that we can understand and explain with language. Francis T. McAndrew and Sarah Kohnke describe being creeped out as an adaptive human response to the ambiguity of threats from others. Creepy things are kind of a threat, maybe, but they're also kind of not. So our brains don't know what to do. Some
Yeah.
parts respond with fear, while other parts don't, and they don't know why. So instead of achieving a typical fear response, horror, we simply feel uneasy,
Yeah.
terror,
Terror, disgust.
creeped out. Between the mountains of safety and danger, there is a valley of creepiness where the limits of our knowledge and trust and security aren't very clear. Will looking at this cause you to die 1 week later? Impossible, right? Maybe. That's the terror of ambiguity. We don't do well with ambiguity. When it involves our own intentions, it can make us lie. And when it involves danger, but no recognizable threat, it can make us think and feel some pretty weird things. Have you ever peered over a ledge, a railing, way high up, like so high up it made you nervous and dizzy, and felt something pushing you? Maybe even an urge to jump. Have you ever stood on a ledge with a loved one and realized that you could push them?
Ooh.
It would be that easy. You really could do it. And maybe you do want to do it, or maybe it's just cognitive dissonance. The fact that your brain is having to deal with ambiguity. A recent study by Jennifer Hames at Florida State University dubbed this the high place phenomenon.
Yeah, because you know what I think is that it's something that you have never seen and you have never done, and like you don't have the guts to do because you know the consequence is going to be really bad. Like you're standing on the edge of some like a pitfall or a top building or Burj Khalifa, and you know what the consequence is going to be. You know if you're going to jump, you're going to be dead, right? You're going to be like boom, gone, splatter on the ground all over the place. But when you're with somebody else and you both of you are sitting on the edge of that place, whatever XYZ place is, you know that you are in the position to push that person and you can see what's gonna happen, but you have the curiosity, you have the urge. So all those ambiguity, man, my tongue twists every time. But it comes in, and that gives you creep. Those are the feelings that humans they feel, our brain feels. Yeah, I'm telling you, people, they should always like, I mean, everybody, what I said, should take a psychology class in their life. You will learn a lot of things about yourself. You will learn a lot of things about human nature, because I took psychology in high school. That was pretty interesting.
When approaching a ledge and a dangerous drop, your survival instinct kicks in and you pull yourself away. But your balance and motor systems don't get it. Nothing is pushing you, and you don't normally fall or leap randomly. So, what's going on? The part of your brain that processes intention might resolve this by determining that something must be pushing you,
Yep.
or that
Yep.
you might actually want to jump or push
Mhm.
your friend, even if none of that is true. Now, we're not done with ambiguity yet because our language reflects the gray area of terror and creepiness. Take a look at the word terror itself. We have horrible and horrific,
Mhm.
terrible and
And
terrific.
perfect.
Why is that? Well, through history, we never really figured out what to call powerful experiences because they're both. They are full of awe, awesome,
Mhm.
and they are full of awe, awful.
That
We
was that was
need
nice.
them to survive. We need fears and the creeps to understand our size, our weaknesses. But on the other hand, avoiding them is pretty great too. The creeps is a physical reminder that the world is vague and full of ambiguity, but that we are cunning, always trying to figure things out, but nonetheless fragile. Is that terrible or terrific? Well, it's both. Which beautiful.
I mean, he explains things pretty well. The way he tells the story and the way he, speaks, it's pretty interesting, and it's pretty intriguing, and it keeps you hooked in. Like you want to listen more, and you want him to keep continuing the story, and you want to listen more what he's trying to say. That's pretty nice. I see why people were really hooked up and were really talking about Vsauce back in the days. I don't know why I missed his videos, like missed in case like I've never seen his videos because I have seen his face before. I've seen him in YouTube Shorts. He was really popping up in YouTube Shorts in the middle, and I've seen a documentary about him. I think Vsauce or Internet Anarchist. They made a video about him something, but I never got interested in watching his own videos on his channel. But here I am, and it's pretty nice video. I think it's pretty uh, that's 11 years ago. Look at that, man. This guy was way ahead of a lot of people in storytelling and in knowledge. You gotta give him that. Look at that man had every opportunity to jump scares, but didn't. I respect that. Hell yeah, he did have. I mean, you can jump scare me so easily because I am scared of horror games. Honestly, we are now in my bedroom. Whoa, whoa, we just met Michael. Why is you recommending me this in the middle of the night? Where 7 years ago, 6 years ago, look at that. Those are pretty old accounts, man. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and go check Visa. I don't know why I'm saying check Visa. You guys probably know Visa already, but make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment what do you guys think about this video and what kind of content should I make next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys take care of yourself. Till then.